Tries lifting it over. Chance to shoot. And the finish! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Albania know they can rely on the counter, and they've just expressed a warning.
Plays it out to the wing. It's a loose ball. Well played, he saw that coming. Well, that's where he wants it. Crunching tackle. Xhaka. And the first 45 minutes are up. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. So your views on the first half?
Yeah, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story, as one side has been significantly better, at least defensively.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. We're underway again.
Albania can feel really happy with themselves. The scoreline doesn't back it up, but they've played with urgency and purpose and can't afford to lose patience in this second half. They've got to persevere.
Xhaka. Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there. Oh, good interception. He's got through, he's had a look. Right through the middle. Crunching tackle. Both sides a bit lacking in intent. Looks to thread it through. Oh, he's in! He'll have a dip! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Pushes it out wide. And back out it comes. Aimed long and direct. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save him up here, I know. It's a good run down the left-hand side. He's left his man. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. And that's a throw. Great ball, and now the shot. He's through. Can he finish? Good stop. That wasn't easy.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
That's been levered clear. It's come loose. Tries to get it forward quickly. And it's Xhaka. It's got through. Shot a goal! That is a great ball, but not a great finish.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
He's a clever pass. He's got away. A chance! Usai with a fine tackle.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now surely, and the shot!
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Going through. Hit into the middle. Header! And that was the final act of the game, a nearly game until the very end. And it finishes 0-0. A frustrating game for attackers on either side. They hardly had a sniff. Defence is broadly in charge, and it has finished goalless. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Albania may have approached this game as a probable win, Peter, and didn't address the basics properly that may have achieved it.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. The lineup we have suggests it's going to be a 4-5-1 formation, Jim.
Well, this setup, Peter, can be very defensive if that midfield is in place purely to form a protective layer in front of the back four. But it can also be the launchpad to very quick counter-attacks. If you can offer pace and accuracy on the front foot, it can have a devastating effect, actually, at the offensive end of the pitch, too.
And we're underway. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? A good challenge, stood up well against his man. Danger averted for now. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. On the right now, what's on? He's got the ball glued to his feet. He's put a stop to that. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Pushes it out wide. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Crunching tackle.
Well, both sides have actually looked poor going forward. We've hardly seen anything meaningful yet.
Tries lifting it over. He's in space and looking for options. Kyle. Hemed. Natko sticks in a foot to win it back. Tries to get it forward quickly. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Cuts it out. Hit long and direct. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. So who's he picking out? Can he finish? Goal! Israel! And Israel score first. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Israel draw first blood here.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
We hit half-time. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half. but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
Israel head into the dressing room pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Israel going well here, and they're in a good position to kick on and add to their lead. They don't have to overcommit, but they can place more emphasis on stretching their advantage without necessarily neglecting things defensively.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Very well to intervene. Goalkeeper's ball. Being still separated by the game's only goal. It'll be a throw-in. Good challenge, he just stood firm.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Just has to be done.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
It's gone out for a throw-in. It's a good foot in there. Oh, good interception. Pandev. And he's on his way! He has a hit!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Gets wrestled off the ball.
That's just an example of overcommitting, and they're fortunate for the quality of the intervention. It was vital.
Kyle. Stuck out a leg for a good challenge. Hamed, over to the left. Fires it in low. Hits one!
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
It is just a question of running down the clock now. And there goes the final whistle. Israel, hold on. It's a narrow squeak, bit of luck, some judgment. 1-0 the score at the final whistle.
Well, that was a hard-fought win with a defensive masterclass. They backed up their goal with a resilience that was first class.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. A very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. As you can see, we are getting through the pre-match formalities and processes, the players coming onto the field for the usual fanfare and handshakes and so on. Conditions absolutely perfect. Temperatures are kind enough. It is an absolute picture under the floodlights here, and the match that follows ought to follow suit. Unmistakably, this is the Camp Nou, staging a game in the way only the Camp Nou can. This is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Yes, Peter, it's a shame it's only a friendly, but then again, that may help us see a more expressive attacking contest. And I'd be prepared to settle for a clash of lesser intensity in favour of lots of flair, skill and plenty of tricks and a few goals. I suspect I've probably overstretched my level of greed here.
So off we go then. Koke goes up and over. It's gone for a throw-in. Koke. Iniesta. Sergio Busquets. Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba delivers. And that's been levered clear. And it's Immobile. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Bonucci. Florenzi. Candreva. Driving on now, what can they conjure from here? Ball through needs to be good here. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Pellegrini.
Well, there's a lot of movement out wide now.
Yeah, you can certainly see that.
Well, I think it's a move to open the game up more, whether out wide or just getting a runner through the middle now.
Carvajal battles to win it back. Diego Costa. Jorginho gets it back. And it's Immobile. Insigne is desperately calling for it out wide. Lorenzo Insigne. And it's been taken short. Gets the chance to cross. Oh, and he's asking too much with that. Insigne with good energy in defence as well.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Pellegrini. Zappacosta. Florenzi. Jorginho. Sergio Ramos. Jordi Alba has come steaming up from the back for this. Costa can shoot here. Away from immediate danger. Koke. Daniel Carvajal. Pellegrini does well there, alert. Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. It's a decent ball. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And the half-time whistle goes. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. It's the start of the second half. No score in the first half. Who's ready to go for it now? He's made sure that that won't get through. Silva. Now it's Immobile. Darmian. Insigne looking to get on the end of this. Looking for space out wide. Up to meet it! It's in!
And that has only enhanced his already huge reputation. They were obviously hoping for an early second-half boost, but there are a few who can truly make it happen, and this is a very welcome tonic now. Italy are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
So we have our breakthrough.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
He's coming on the right now. What's on? Iago Aspas. It's come back out! He has done it! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser. Isco did well there. He was onto it in a trice.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Spain grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
And Draver looking to run onto it. Just brushed off the ball there. The referee has given a corner. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Great leap! He's missed, but not by that far.
Marco Verratti did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Now it's Immobile. Jorginho. And it's Bonaventura. And he's cut it out. Busquets plays it forward. Carvajal. Throw it. Now it's Bonaventura going through. Crowd calling for him to shoot.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Aspas.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Italy make their final change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
And help's available out wide. He's in, surely! And the ball's come out!
Italy merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Now it's Costa. Costa spreads it towards the left. Oh, that's neat. And it's Busquets. Busquets goes long. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Spain have chosen to bring on the last of their substitutes.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Marco Verratti. How about a shot? He's gone for it! Zaza. Oh, good. And another time! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it!
The first touch was absolutely heavenly, and because of it, the finish was a mere formality.
Italy, and that is that. Well, a full-blooded contest. Both teams had their moments, but they are beaten by the odd goal. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations. And I think with confidence looking a little fragile at the moment, they were playing not to lose more than trying to win, and I think everything was just a letdown because of that.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. And so we stand for the anthems. Looking down the list of names, it does look, Jim, as though it's going to be a 5-3-2.
Well, it could be a disguise, Peter, for something else. And that five at the back can easily produce wing-backs. If that's the case, I think, you know, it might end up a three at times. Admittedly, though, if they do play deeper and in line with the centre-backs, then we can take it that they don't really want to give much away. That'll be foremost in their minds. But essentially, it depends on the two wide players in that defence. If they push on a little bit more, we could see something very different.
And we're underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I think Edin Dzeko is the one to keep an eye on. His game is all about goals, although he does make other contributions, of course. But can he step it up to a ruthless level and be regarded as one of the very best? That's the question we might be asking later.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Pjanic lobs it in gently. Looking for space out wide. And out it comes again. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Out for a throw. Hoists it high. Timely intervention.
It can only get better, this. We haven't seen a shot yet, and I'm hoping that when we do, it'll spark a whole series of them because it needs livening up.
And it's Dzeko. Could move up a gear here. Driving on now. What can they conjure from here? Nicely controlled. And it's got through. Up for a header! Good delivery, but no joy.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Gets it back. And back to base. Keeper's got good distance on that. Battles to win it back.
Well, there's a lot of movement out wide now.
Yeah, you can certainly see that.
Well, I think it's a move to open the game up more, whether out wide or just getting a runner through the middle now.
Now it's Pjanic. Forward. What does he try from here? He'll hit it! Now it's Dzeko. Pjanic pushes it out wide. It's a loose ball. He's going after it. throw in. Now it's Pjanic. Out to the left it goes. Well read, he sorted that out. There is the half-time whistle. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. Reflections on the first half?
Yeah, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story, as one side has been significantly better, at least offensively.
After 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. The action has already resumed here. So deadlock still as the second half begins. It's come loose. Well, that had to be more accurate. Tries to get it forward quickly. A real chance to break. Managed to get it away. Now a chance to break. With a delicate ball. And the counter is on. And it's Dzeko. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Aimed long and direct. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Pjanic. He's gone for it! It's in!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
That's surely a foul, free kick. This an opportunity to pull level. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. And he's going to Rex. It's anyone's ball.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Just has to be done.
Pulls out once more. And that's been won straight back. Going through. He's put it on the right now. What's on? Here it is now, surely!
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Here it comes. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Steered in.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Ball's loose. Who's getting there?
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
And it's hoisted clear. There is the final whistle. Always in the balance, and in the end, one goal was enough. They are narrowly beaten.
I've been in this position myself, and this will be difficult to take. They did everything right but score, but at least I suppose they can reflect on a few positives from this one.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Wherever you are on this most pleasant evening, there has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. And the lineup's suggestion that it's going to be a 3-4-3 formation.
Well, Peter, in opting for this system, there's a confidence that stems from the manager and flows through his players. This is a team with courage to get on the ball and look to entertain with an abundance of goals. Plan B is for someone else. This team will stick to their plan A, and if it's not working, they'll persist until they get it right.
So off we go then. Mertens. Lukaku. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. hit, kept the keeper honest.
Walker-Peters.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Crunching tackle. No complaints about that challenge. Robust but fair. Carrasco. Now the cross. He's there to get rid. It's a throw in. De Bruyne! That really should have hit the net.
Well, Peter, I would say it was worth a try.
Hazard, this is promising. First quarter of an hour gone. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. That'll be a throw. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? Out wide to the right. Now it's De Bruyne. And this is Mertens. Lukaku has a goal! And it's hoisted clear. Defour. Walker-Peters.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Carrasco. Over to the left. Carrasco. Hazard. And it's Witsel. Now it's Carrasco. And that's been levered clear. Belgium have it back and they can go again. He'll try from distance.
De Bruyne sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
And he just whacks it away. Witsel. Carrasco with a delicate ball, knocks it away, gets good distance on it. Went in for a slide tackle and executed it cleanly. There is the half-time whistle. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
Belgium head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. Here we go again.
Belgium clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know the score doesn't quite reflect it, but...
And he has been fouled there. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
That'll be a goal kick. To 4. He's pinged one through here. Sergi. De Bruyne. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Meunier. And it's Lukaku. Oh, Red, he's sorted that out. Managed to get it away. Play for a throw. Mertens. Out again for a throw-in. And it's De Bruyne. Tongan spreads it towards the left and helps available out wide. Boots it to safety. Brought forward. What does he try from here? Can't get the better of his opposite number. Plays a clever pass.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Carrera, towering header!
Belgium showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Carrasco.
Look, their supporters must be going barmy about this because there's no sense of purpose in what we're seeing.
That's surely a foul. Free kick. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it. Carrasco. Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Just whacks it away. It's De Bruyne. Now it's Fit. Shoots! He's done very well to get to that. Oh, smart save. And that's that. Well, it looked 0-0 from a fair way out. Little craft or guile or penetration. Defence is largely untroubled. It's goalless. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
A rather flat performance for me when we expected something a lot stronger. I think they thought the win would just come to them, and it didn't.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. As you can see, we are getting through the pre-match formalities and processes, the players coming onto the field for the usual fanfare and handshakes and so on. Conditions absolutely perfect. Temperatures are kind enough. It is an absolute picture under the floodlights here, and the match that follows ought to follow suit. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. And so, the national anthems. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Costas Mitroglou. You know, if we're hoping for goals in this game, then he has as good a chance as any of delivering. He's a good turn of pace and an unpredictable streak that's capable of producing a surprise or two.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. So off we go then. Crunching tackle. Torosidis battles to win it back. Keeper's got good distance on that. Now the counter. Now it's Mitroglou, looks to clip it forward. What a throw in. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. There could be trouble here. For now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Dashing forward at pace. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Ball's out on the left now. He's got options out wide. And that's been levered clear. Looking to break out here. Very well to intervene. Try as they might, they just couldn't get into an attacking area. And it's Mitroglou. It's a great going for goal! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. It's good distance on it. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. He's got away. Khan. Gets it upfield. Went in for a slide tackle and executed it cleanly. It's come loose. Deftly done. Fires it in low. Played out to the right. Tries to get it forward quickly. And we've reached half-time. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. To review the first half.
Well, they've never really been threatened in the first half. I think it's been a magnificent team effort. The work rate has been superb. Very, very organised.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here.
For Tunis. Torresidis. Samaris. Now it's Mitroglou. Khan. They continue each to cancel the other out. Samaris. Now a chance to break. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Plays it out to the wing. And the weighted pass. Mitroglou. Out of play for a goal kick. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Brings it forward. Now it's Mitroglou. Chipped through. Looks to dink one in. Away from immediate danger. Floats one over. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. For Tunis. He's made sure that that won't get through. Aimed long and direct. Out to the left it goes. He's left his man.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Mitroglou opts to play it back. And it's hoisted clear.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And now the breakaway. Played back in. Now can he... has a swing at it! Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Get that clear. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. And stalemate. One, if not for fans, then perhaps for coaches, satisfied by organisation and solidity. Little cutting edge at either end, and it finishes 0-0. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Greece must have viewed this game as very winnable, but will no doubt have a healthier respect for this opposition.
That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me, and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
There's the whistle. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. It's a long pass, but not the most accurate. He's through the middle. Oh, good challenge, stood up well against his man. Lovely feet. You can get that clear. Hoists it high. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. There really wasn't very much in that. Not far away from being a telling final ball. Hits one! I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Still goalless. Aimed long and direct. A real chance to break. Sticks in a foot to win it back. Went in for a slide tackle and executed it cleanly. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Well, they are working very hard to get it wide now, Jim.
Yeah, I think they've decided to concentrate on working the flanks to help the production line. It's where the room is.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Offside? Yes, it is. Gets it upfield. Tries to get it forward quickly. It's come loose. Goodmanson unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Going through. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. So what can they conjure from this one? And a real chance to break the deadlock. What a save! Terrific reactions! Goodmanson. Dinks one in. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Oh, no question, that's a foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Goes for goal! That was mighty close. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. 0-0 then, and we're back underway. Crunching tackle. Gunnarsson. Bjarnason. Forward it goes. He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Done very well to intervene. Tries to stroke it through. Going back to the keeper. Keeper's got good distance on that.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting. It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind.
Bjarnason. Defending was physical, no nonsense, and it had to be. Sigurdsson. And it's Bjarnason. It's gone for a throw-in. Looking for space out wide. Nicely controlled. And he's there to cut it out. Aimed long and direct. Brings it forward. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Oh, great run, magical! Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there. He wasn't very far from making something happen. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Tries lifting it over. And it's hoisted clear. Where?
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Goes long. Oh, great defending, that needed doing.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Gunnarsson. They are right into last chance territory.
Iceland showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Crunching tackle. And that will be the final act. And stalemate. One, if not for fans, then perhaps for coaches, satisfied by organisation and solidity. Little cutting edge at either end, and it finishes 0-0. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. How are you reading this formation, Jim Begley?
Well, this setup, Peter, can be very defensive if that midfield is in place purely to form a protective layer in front of the back four. But it can also be the launchpad to very quick counter-attacks. If you can offer pace and accuracy on the front foot, it can have a devastating effect, actually, at the offensive end of the pitch, too.
So it's away we go then. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Tosun. Just brushed off the ball there. Çalhanoğlu. Calderim. Çalhanoğlu. Topal. Tosun. And it's Ozyakup. He's made sure that that won't get through. It's Çalhanoğlu! And he's there to make a great save.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Konoplyanka. Zinchenko! And he's there to hoof it away. Gets it back. Aimed long and direct. Ukraine, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. It's gone for a throw-in. Oh, good steal, he just read it. Tried to play it through.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Tosun. Tosun. And he's cut it out. Ozyakup. Tosun. Ozyakup. Topal. Zinchenko. No, that's not the ball he wanted. Top back boots it to safety. Corner it is. been levered clear. Great ball, now the shot. Looks to clip it forward. Toprak knocks it away. Turkey have a free kick. And the whistle goes for half-time. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. To look back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And the second half gets underway.
Well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as...
Zinchenko! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Good save, he got a decent fist on that. And it's Konoplyanka. Stepanenko. Zinchenko, the shot's on! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Cleared without complication. Tries to dink it in. He's pinged one through here. He's left his man. This could fall anywhere. Konoplyanka. Tosun, and the weighted pass.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind.
That is terrific skill. He's got options and has a swing at it. Fair effort, he reacted well.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Over to the left, and it's Çalhanoğlu. Throw in. So, the manager making the last of his changes. Ukraine making 2 changes as we speak. Now it's Çalhanoğlu. Defence has got rid of that. Has gone out. As you could... Crosses in a low...
Going for goal!
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Someone looks like he's in need of protection here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Danger averted for now. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Gets wrestled off the ball. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Disappointing finish in the end.
Look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt. Ukraine merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
More than happy to take the muscular approach. Driving on, it's Osyakop! Oh, great save, real class.
Well, as Tesco, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Turkey making consecutive changes here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing. But
Tosun has a goal! That really should have hit the net. And it's got through. Good clearance and very necessary. And that is that. Well, it looked 0-0 from a fair way out. Little craft or guile or penetration. Defence is largely untroubled. It's goalless. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. As you can see, we are getting through the pre-match formalities and processes, the players coming onto the field for the usual fanfare and handshakes and so on. Conditions absolutely perfect. Temperatures are kind enough. It is an absolute picture under the floodlights here, and the match that follows ought to follow suit. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world, and boy does it add to the occasion. Everybody standing for the national anthem of Croatia. It is our understanding that they've gone with a 4-5-1.
Well, if you want to secure a clean sheet, Peter, this is a very good way of going about it. It adds discipline and lends a stubbornness to that midfield, which can stifle opposition attempts to play through, and it takes a lot of pressure off your defence, of course. Forces longer passes through the aerial route. So, all things considered, that extra layer across midfield is highly, highly effective.
So it's down to business here. And it's Kalinic. Kalinic plays it long. Chance! Has a pop! Goal! Croatia!
Right from the first whistle, they've played with an energy that makes them good value for that early goal.
Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Croatia have an early lead. Good start. Aimed long and direct. Perisic. And the flag's up.
Kalinic probably knew he was off, as his sheepish glance suggests.
Referee's given a throw. They've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Looking to shoot! It's in! Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
I just think it's clever positioning from clever movement, and when all of that is synchronised with the right pass, that's what happens.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal, but just got caught napping.
Forward it goes. Kalinic. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Perisic. It's a throw. Modric. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. It's gone a long way up and away. Well weighted. Just the keeper to beat! He's off on a marauding run. We can get that clear.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Kalinic. Oh, good interception. Tries to get it forward quickly. Chip through. And that's been levered clear. Rakitic. And it's Perisic. Cuts it out. Now a chance to break. There is the half-time whistle. Genuinely interesting game here. Very, very watchable. 2 goals, 1 each. It's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So we're into the second 45. Cut out in the nick of time. Vashelko with a searching ball. Kalinic. Mandzukic. Now it's Modric. He's Modric! Saved only by poor finishing.
Modric really drove at the heart of that defence. Incisive, quick, but not clinical.
Pushes it out wide. Has gone out. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Good challenge, he just stood firm. Croatia get it back again. He's left his man. Kalinic. Kalinic! Goal! Croatia! And they get themselves in front!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
So we have a breakthrough. Croatia still have 2 substitutions up their sleeve. Rakitic. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Well, he's the spearhead to the attack, and they need to blunt his chances.
And a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. And it's Modric. Keeper goes long. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. This is promising. Mandzukic going through. And it's corner. A spectacular effort! And that would have won it.
He got too ahead of himself there, thinking how he could have made things safe.
Well, there's going to be a change now with the ball out of play.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
And he's going long. And he's made certain that won't get through.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And he's onside. And Mandzukic with a definite foul there. Rakitic. Almost there, and the players can feel it. Modric. Michelko. Now it's Mandzukic. Can he dig out a shot? He's had a shot! Well, that's where he wants it. And now the breakaway. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Croatia winners by the odd goal. It really could have gone either way, but a win is a win. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Croatia simply imposed their strength from start to finish, and this became as predictable as predicted.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.